Hey guys, the wait is over. Exactly 1 month has passed when I crashed and broken a bone in my arm, and so much has happened in meanwhile. So it's my first day back riding, and in the meanwhile I've done Ironman triathlon, which went really well, for which I prepared for a lot as well, and I had quite good time. And of course I launched my online course, which is something I'm going to cover in the end of this video. But today, actually the last week or so, it has been super rainy and cold in Estonia. And that means that basically there is not a lot of tracks where we can ride. We can only take sand tracks, and we came here today. It's one of Estonians like a practice track where we can ride in a proper sand, and we are going to drill different things today. So one thing which I'm definitely going to do is I'm riding my legs on the foot pegs. So I want to kind of practice this, drill this in myself, that I'm always, my feet are on the foot pegs, I'm standing on the balls of the feet. So the deal is that in the sand tracks especially, we go lazy with the leg. So especially with the corners where we have walls, it's sandy, we put our leg out and the leg doesn't stay out properly. So the leg is hanging around somewhere and it can get stuck behind the wall or something like this, and this means that we can hurt ourselves. So it's a good thing to practice keeping the legs on the foot pegs all times, kind of drilling the right proper techniques and drilling them into our muscle memory, so these come as automated reflexes. So correct body positions, riding properly, efficiently, this is a key today. So let's get out of there and let's test it.
For the thrill of it, say that it's love, but to me it's looking counterfeit. I get done with one, then move right on to another bitch. Yeah, college educated, she graduated. Any bill she can't front, her parents paid it. The show was far, you the only one with a car, your girlfriends. But being that she's a big fan, of course she made it. Most girls wanna hide the fact that the thrill they chasing, but you just wanna get drunk tonight and fuck someone famous. So I just name a time and a place, and you're game for it. Value player, hotel room, meet you there.
DJ Rockstar. How can I explain? Talking to myself.
Just traveling the world, trying different drugs and girls. Yeah,
We are always running for
never
the
been.
thrill of it. Always pushing
What it's
up
all
the
about,
hill,
though.
searching for the thrill of it.
Yeah, man,
All
that's
I know, we are calling out all together. Never looking down, I'm just an aura of what's in front of me.
addicted to champagne. Took the room about a whole way. Bitches, I Taylor gang. They just wanna know where the plane's at. Take the low one out of there.
So first moto done, 15 minutes, and I'm totally tired. So the thing is that the track is really super sandy. We have quite deep sand ruts and a lot of waves and bumps. So you have to be on the throttle all the time. The second you let off throttle, you are stuck and you lose balance, you lose all the steering, anything. So you have to be on the throttle all the time. And that means that on the sand tracks you're always on the maximum heart rate, riding on the peak, having all the time throttle going, the rear wheel always driving in order to keep you forward, keep you up, balanced and so on. So the first ride was difficult. The last time I ride on such a sand track was around a year ago, where I broke my ACL. So today, over a year ago, we are back on a sand track, and it's quite tough, but I like it. You have to train sand, and really important to keep all the time in mind the correct body positions, because here if you do something too late, you stand up too late, you will be punished by the track. So if you stand up too late, your rear end will bounce and it will bounce you to the next sand wall and you crash. So all the time you need to remember the right technique, right timing, and ride cautiously, always having a little bit throttle all the time. Don't let off the throttle. So now little break and then we go again. The track today is quite rough. The idea was to ride only legs on the pegs, standing up, but as you saw, some of the corners are really rutted and the kind of corner line is quite narrow. So the idea is that in these corners it's still better to sit down, put your leg out, lean, and with a lean and with a proper throttle control go through the corner. But in general, all the track I tried to stand up, keep my bike with both of my knees, really important, standing all the time on the balls of the feet. So all the time when I change the gear, when I use the rear brake, I go to the archy of the feet, but then I remember and remind myself that hey, go back to the balls of the feet, and then I do that. So this is really good drill. Always memorize this, because in these rough tracks, in rough condition, you have whoops, you have a lot of different ruts. You need to keep your bike with the knees, and it's really hard to do that if you are on the arches. So that's really good drill today. Overall, we will go do one more ride, and that's it. We have done, I think, 4 or 5 rides together today. So it's, as I said, it's the first day back on the dirt bike track for me. Haven't been ridden for a month, so it's good to keep things under control. So guys, today was a good day. We did a lot of riding. It was proper sand track. Hadn't been riding such a sand track for a long time, so the training day was successful. One thing what I wanted to say is that I launched new training course, and I prepared 30-minute free training for you. So the 30-minute free training consists my top 9 riding techniques. So we talk about the main body positions, movements, basics. Then we cover cornering tips and jumping as well. So it's a 30-minute free training. I invite you to subscribe there. You will find the link from the bottom of this video. Just sign up and watch the video, no strings attached. I'm really thankful that you took this time and watched this video today. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, then please do. I appreciate it. You help us grow, you help me make better content, and we will see with you already next week. Till that, go and do some riding. Ciao.